Happy Friday, everyone. It's that time of the week. It's the head teacher's update. It's been an absolute glorious week weather-wise, and I know the weekend's looking good too. So a very brief update on COVID. Obviously, I wrote to you over half term with regards to a positive case for a Year 7 student. I'm pleased to announce that once they had a PCR, it was actually negative. We have had one confirmed case this week in school, however, which was confirmed by a PCR afterwards as well, and that's a member of staff. We obviously wish them well, but they hadn't been in school since the Monday, so there was no isolation required. As a result of the surge testing going on in the local area, we have reintroduced face masks in all inside areas, including classrooms. We're going to review that in the next 2 weeks or so, just to see exactly where we're at, and we'll probably know more with regards to the surge testing and the variants of concern in the local area. So it is currently it's a provisional barrier to prevent the spread of COVID within school, and it will be regularly reviewed. I accept that it's not the most pleasant of things for students to do when they're in school, but ultimately, if it stops 1 or 2 infections, then it stops 50 or 60 children from isolating. It may also stop serious infection in some of the family members as well. So temporary measure at the moment, but we are continuing to monitor it. All the other safety measures are still in place, so perspex screens, hand sanitizers around school. We ask students to keep a distance wherever possible. Of course, in some instances that isn't the case. And I'm pleased to announce that the students have been absolutely fantastic this week so far in following those guidances. And thank you so much for your support on these matters. Pleased to announce that as a school we will be celebrating Pride Month, celebrating our LGBTQ plus community and celebrating the fight for equality for all. I had a really tough decision to make just before half term. Mrs. Garner and myself interviewed prospective candidates for our student senior team, and for the first time in my headship and certainly my deputy headship, I actually had to go away and sleep on the decision because they were so good. So they've done themselves incredibly proud. I can't wait to see you make your mark on the school. I know you're going to make the school an even better place for all of our students. So congratulations to our student leaders, which are Zoe and Reese, and our deputy student leaders in charge of the student council are LM and Joseph, and our deputy student leaders in charge of the house captains are Ben and Karina. And finally, our charities and fundraising leaders are Josh and Annika. Well done, guys. Really proud of you. Really proud to announce that we've been reaccredited with the Leading Parent Partnership Award. It goes to demonstrate our commitment to keeping parents fully in the loop in the life of the school and making your life easier. So not only do they look at the communications we send, but they look at our website, they look at the information that we provide, they look at our parents' evening, they look at reception. It basically has a view of how we interact with parents. And as I've always said, I believe that the school works on a three-legged stool basis, i.e. it's the students, the school and the parents, and all three have got to work together to really do that, to really make a success for the students. And I'm really proud that that's been recognised in this award. It couldn't have been done without your support, so thank you for your continued support. Building on from that, we have launched our You Said We Did for 2021. That is where I look at the feedback you've given us from the parent and student surveys. It was an overwhelming response from both groups of people this year, and I've managed to digest all that information and analyse it, and you'll see some of the headlines on there, but also, more importantly, what we've done with that feedback and what we're planning on doing. It will also go to shape our school improvement plan. Please do keep giving us feedback, whether it's positive or negative. If it's positive, it means we can keep on carrying on doing that. If it's negative, obviously we can change what we're doing to make sure we give the very best to our students and families. Incredibly sad as well to say goodbye to our Year 11s and Year 13s. We moved their final day from before half term to after half term due to a few COVID cases. It was great to see them all in their posh togs over the past couple of days. Both of these year groups are incredibly close to me. So the Year 11 students were the first group that I took through from the start of their GCSE. So they were in Year 9 when I took over after they'd just taken their options. And interestingly, or even worryingly, I suppose, Year 11 were actually born in the year that I started teaching. So reality is really kicking in there. Year 13 were the year group who I had to give an assembly to on my head teacher interview, and they chose me. So well done, guys, and thank you there. But both sets of year groups have shown so much resilience this year. I'm incredibly proud of them. We talked about the idea of this lost generation. These are not lost children. These are not lost young adults. These are phenomenal young adults, and I'm so proud of what they've achieved. Please do keep in touch. Join our alumni. The email address is there, but we wish you the very best of luck. Enjoy your summer. We're turning our attention towards September now, and I want to reassure you that the focus is very much going to be about reset. It's going to be about resetting our expectations of students and of ourselves. It's going to be about resetting our behaviour policy. It's going to be about resetting our teaching and learning policy. It's going to be about resetting all of the extracurricular activities that we can provide. And I'm hoping that we get an announcement soon that means that we can literally return to normal for our students, because we are at our very best when normality is kicking in. And yes, we've done incredibly well, and I'm incredibly proud of how well the students have done over the past year. But the key thing for me is that come September, we can reset and we can go again properly, and we can get the students the very best from their maiden early experience. I'll be writing to you in due course, hopefully after the 21st of June announcement, when I get more information from the Department for Education, and I'll be able to shape what September looks like for you. And that's it for this week's update. I do hope you have a great weekend. I hope you stay safe. The weather looks absolutely fantastic, so make sure you put your sunscreen on. A reminder from the letters this week that students can now wear their summer uniform. Please see the letter that's sent home. Please can you remind your child though that the summer uniform doesn't mean shirts untucked, and it doesn't make them any cooler, so I will be picking them up with that next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.